What keeps a person standing when everything else crumbles? Money, health, relationships? It isn't strength or luck, but faith. Without it, the soul becomes adrift in a storm with no compass. Faith is that quiet, unshakable belief that tomorrow can be better, that challenges can be overcome, and that life still holds meaning even in the darkest hour. To lose faith is not simply face hardship. It is to lose the very light that guides us through it. Think about the hardest moments in life, the times when everything you counted on seemed to collapse. Maybe it was a career setback, a broken relationship, or a health struggle. In those moments, external things cannot always be fixed immediately. But what makes survival possible is a conviction that your struggle is not the end of the story. Faith is that conviction. It whispers, hold on, keep moving, there is something greater ahead. Without that inner voice, even the strongest person can feel like giving up. Faith doesn't mean life is easy, nor does it mean everything will go according to our plans. Instead, it is the anchor that keeps us steady when waves rise higher than we imagined. It gives us permission to keep walking even when we can't see the entire road. When someone loses faith, however, even small obstacles begin to feel like insurmountable walls. What could have been a stepping stone suddenly becomes a dead end, and hope drains away. That is why the loss of faith is far more dangerous than the loss of wealth or status. It robs a person of the energy to try again. History and everyday life are filled with examples of people who endured incredible difficulties because they refused to let go of faith. Leaders, dreamers, and survivors all share this common trait, a deep inner trust that something better lies beyond the present pain. On the other hand, we've also seen how quickly despair takes over when faith vanishes. Without it, goals shrink, vision disappears, and life becomes about mere survival rather than growth and fulfillment. The good news is that faith can be nurtured and rebuilt. It grows when we remind ourselves of past victories, surround ourselves with positive voices, and choose to believe in possibilities rather than limitations. Faith flourishes when we practice gratitude, when we dare to dream again, and when we refuse to let temporary setbacks define permanent outcomes. It is not about ignoring reality, but about facing reality with resilience and courage. So, ask yourself again, what keeps you standing when everything else crumbles? The answer is not luck, money, or even sheer willpower. The answer is faith. Guard it, protect it, and nurture it daily, because losing it is the most dangerous loss of all. With faith, even the darkest tunnel has light at the end. Without it, even the brightest day can feel empty. Faith is not just something we hold. It is something that holds us.